Alright, what's good, y'all? So, things probably look a little weird right now. I've been having some problems with recording and the lag and stuff at the place I'll be staying at for a little bit. So, we're going to be recording in this very dark room, as you can see right now. But, hopefully it should work out better for you guys, make it less laggy and more tolerable to watch. But, nonetheless, we're going to get into this From Me to You reaction to the second half of the album, from song 10 to the end of song 18, Summit Part 2. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Make sure also, if you do end up liking this video, like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts on my reaction or the album as a whole, please, because that really helps me out and lets me know that you enjoyed it. Anyway, let's get right into it. That's cool. Turn it down a little bit. This is featuring IDK, so I feel like this might be a kind of saucy vibe once the beat drops back, but I don't know yet. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, I'm fucking stressed.
That's what I figured. We got that like orchestral intro, and then we got this really cool 808 pattern with the cool like video gamey synths he's had throughout the album. Fits IDK's vibe perfectly.
From the heart, that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges till there's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed. I just don't want but myself, be the only one that hasn't fucking left. I'm a living anomaly, giving you all of me. Wanna be the villain, that's a simple philosophy. Hold up, suffocating, get you grimaces off of me.
I did not like that. That speed up, he like picked up speed through. I didn't really like that. Before that, I was kind of messing with it. But, like, we kind of lost the sauce of the delivery once that hit.
Deliver me the box. I ain't got no premium snap, but they still want to pay me for my thoughts. I just brought my own fucking seat to the table. They're like, hey, are you saving me a spot? You'd be lucky if I gave you a response. Bitch, I'm busy, so I basically forgot. Cause I gotta write a million tweets to really compete. Ironic when you live in a dream, you can't afford it for like a minute of sleep. I think I gotta write a million sheets. I'll never be really complete even if I fill up an arena with a million seats. It's like 10 or 0. Some people talk that like they're a hero. Others refuse to acknowledge my music entirely. I call them Ben Shapiro. Okay, now this is epic. You talking shit that's a bit pathetic. I cut off all of my friends more easily than YouTube vloggers doing quick okay, I'm fucking stressed. Come from the heart, that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges.
As always, the production is going stupido on this. It's going crazy. Yeah, especially in the chorus. Like, he's done this for a few other tracks where the production really picks up and feels bigger in the chorus.
There's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed. I just don't want but myself, be the only one that hasn't fucking left.
Okay, I'm fucking stressed. All these hating niggas round might need a fucking vest. I'm from where if you ain't moving
We got the switch up, like the drop back in the beat there.
right, you might get fucking left. And they copy what I do, might need a fucking check. Cash flow. Niggas be saying the way that I move, I'm an asshole. She thinks she my girl, that made me laugh, ho. Niggas be coming with choppers like boo 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 bad bone. Made a couple million, yeah, that's fast phone. Hang up, man, say I'm running out of hangers. Say they want beef, I'ma bring the Angus. Niggas want clout, fuck being famous. They tryna flex, I'ma be the trainer. Come where I'm from, make you get your chain up. You ain't tryna fuck, tell her get her brain up. That ain't my girl, I ain't tryna claim her. If you on my way, better switch the lane
I'm
up.
fucking stressed. Come from the heart, that's
Not gonna lie, that was kind of a weak IDK verse. Like, not terrible. It was a bit weak, though. Like, he had a couple cool lines, and the sauce was decent. Like, his delivery and his control over his voice was decent, but it wasn't what I wanted. I'm a big IDK and Quadeca fan. They both have features on this, and so I'm expecting something crazy from both of them. So
that's why I be saying this shit with my fucking chest. I'm burning all my fucking bridges till there's nothing left. The more they try to prove they worth, the more I'm unimpressed. I just don't want but myself, be the only one that hasn't fucking left.
okay, that's cool. I like that.
still paying the toll.
The way he makes his voice into an instrument also is really cool. Not even like a Playboy Cardi kind of way, but in like a Kanye almost kind of way where which I know I've compared him to Kanye previously, but a couple songs give me big Kanye vibes with the organization of them and just how they're put together. And this one is also kind of like that, where he's like using his voice to become part of the beat as multiple instruments in this bit here. There's the woo, and there's like a chopped out woo also.
I'm still paying the toll.
Switch up.
Climbing is quite enjoyable. It wasn't so tiring. Push right up the mountain, but in fact you're just making 100 foot a day or so, you know, which seems like fantastic.
Okay, I'm immune from the herd like an anti-vaxxer. Using my words like a tantrum haver. I get used to the herd from the random chatter. The view in the verse.
We get another verse in this one song. After that, like little, it's not even a breakdown. It's like totally different section, like interlude section almost in the song.
Get antsy after no squares in my corner like a camera reactor. Treat a hater like my wife, take him out to dinner, make a whole album about him like I'm Chance the Rapper. Like, we need to make a comparison. Oh shit, that's embarrassing. They said beware of the snakes in the grass, but I'd rather be wearing them. Everyone knows if I say this fast. This shit ain't no narrative.
I did not want to do that. Oops. But this verse is way better than the first one. I like this verse a lot. He's got the sauce with it. He's saying a lot, and he's not just saying stuff like basic bars like what IDK said. I'm bringing the beef, Angus. No, like these are hard lines and saucy lines too.
In fact, you're just making
all the way back. I ran it all the way back.
Okay. I'm immune from the herd like an anti-vaxxer. Using my words like a tantrum haver. I get used to the herd from the random chatter. The view in the verse and get antsy after. No squares in my corner like a camera reactor. Treat a hater like my wife, take him out to dinner, make a whole album about him like I'm Chance the Rapper. Like, we need to make a comparison.
Crazy.
Oh shit, that's embarrassing. They said beware of the snakes in the grass, but I'd rather be wearing them. Everyone knows if I say this fast. This shit ain't no narrative.
That line was disgusting. It said beware the snakes in the grass. I'd rather be wearing them. Ugh. That is nasty, dog.
We need to make a comparison. Oh shit, that's embarrassing. They said beware of the snakes in the grass, but I'd rather be wearing them. Everyone knows if I say this fast. This shit ain't no narrative. Go against me and they play like they scared of when needing to be. I'm a fucking American. Hey, let's be honest, I really had a long day. Okay, I walked in like bitch. What can I say? Okay, what?
I want this part to be a separate song, dog. Start with the interlude that we had there, and just the other song could be a whole different song. I want this one so I can just listen to this. This bit is crazy.
What more can I say? Still got the statement, stack 'em up. You been in the way, bitch, break it up. Practice what you preach, I guess is why they talking trash.
Okay.
Now they wanna pose with me like, not so fast. You label be over me like, why we ain't thought of that, huh? See me overseas off the grid, but I'm on the map. Okay, just got a next statement. Shit is out of line like David Louis. So many bad Franklins, only blue life that matters to me. Whole new life, how it happened to me. No dabs, not acting bougie. What you cook is from the cap like you ratatouille. Absolutely mad if you did it like that. It's so late. Hey, let's be honest, I really had a long day. Okay. I walked in like bitch. What more can I say? Okay. What more can I say? Still got the statement, stack 'em up. You been in the way, bitch. Break it up.
Damn, okay, that song's over now. That was a long song. How long was that? Let's look. So, like 29:40 to 34. That was like a almost close to 5-minute song, maybe 5-minute song. That was long, but that was good. That second half of it was crazy. I really love that part. I'd say the chorus in the second and first half are probably like not my favorite, but still pretty good. But that like verse and a half there was insane. What do we have here? An interlude. Okay. Those vocals sound really cool. And this shot is obviously, oh my god, insane. Ambient vibe of this interlude. That shot again, nice.
Yes, I need that kind of climbing. If I haven't been climbing for several days, I get withdrawal fits, I get crabby and bad tempered.
Same, I also get withdrawals if I'm not working. That was a nice little shot of him to add to it there. Ooh.
We gon' work until the tryout. I've been grinding all day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work.
Not expecting that at all. I've never heard this dude before. Play That Boy Zay, which is a quite cool name. But that came in differently. That little, I don't know what that sound is. It sounds like some kind of weird sample of something.
We gon' work until the tryout. I've been grinding
like
all
this.
day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work until it work out. All these hoes be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it worked out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. We gon' work till it work out. Bitch, I'm on.
Assuming that was all he was doing, which he might be in for some more later, that was saucy. That was nice. I like that. It did its purpose very well. Nice little intro to the song. Gave us the vibe.
I never burn out. If you make plans, you can turn down. All of these bands is the first round. Singing about, I'ma hit you with the same tone. Tell them all I'm sorry that I never came home. I don't think there'll be anybody at my funeral, but they can recognize the name on the gravestone. Trying to maximize my green with this time I spend. I can only love you from like 3:15 to 5 p.m. Working for the man. I have yet to meet him though. They gon' understand. I don't even know. We just gonna wait until the tryout. I've been grinding all day on body.
Okay, so he's on the hook. Cool, cool. That's a nice hook, too. It fits the vibe of the song well, and the beat is... There's not much to say more about his production besides. One, it's insane. Two, it's always matching the artist so well, or like what the artist is doing, whether it's what Quadeca's doing or someone else is doing. Like, it feels really fitted to them. And third, he uses so many interesting sounds that, like, you don't normally hear classically in hip-hop or trap.
Cash out, we gon' put in work until it work out.
Like, even in this beat, listen to it and listen to what you hear in it. Like, those are not normal noises. Like, that 808 is kind of normal, but there's that, like, glitchy, like, tss sound.
Be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work
Like that, distortion on the 808.
until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it worked out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. You say I need balance. That shit for the indecisive. Yeah, I might be tripping, but at least I fucking picked a side. And I've been doing bigger shit. No way that they didn't like it. If that's true, I smashed their fucking phone before they finished typing. Look into the finer things. Ain't no quality time when I make a couple million and gift a couple diamond rings. I've been hoping that's what time will bring. Cause the clock did just no matter how many times they say I'm a king, and it kinda stings. I just had like 25 Red Bulls, still trying to find them wings like a blind Rick Ross. Mind exhaust, should've headlines, deadlines ain't soft. I don't want a fucking moment to blink, a moment to think. Cause even just a moment got me kinda lost. So I'm trying to hit my thoughts to this white noise from this fax machine in my ear. From everything I don't wanna hear. I don't know what it's from, but the message so clear when it said we gon' work until the tryout. I've been grinding.
Okay, now we're changing up the hook a bit. That was cool. I like both verses in for different reasons, but this second verse here, the faster flows actually sounded pretty good. Like, I enjoyed them overall. But what I like most about this song is the beat and the kind of sauciness that Quadeca is forced to use a little bit because of the feature on it.
Running all day, I'm about to cash out. We gon' put in work until it work out. All these hoes be in my face, she got her ass out. She gon' put in work until she clock out. I can't never let these hoes, I'm on my cash route. We gon' put in work until it work out. We gon' put in work until I pass out. This the hardest puzzle. Can't pop it, it's the sharpest bubble. Thought process repeats so much, I think my mind got carpal tunnel. How about with my strongest muscle? Mixed up, the cards are shuffle. Picked up, then start to fumble. This what I want is humble. I just want it all to double. Even the stress, even the mess, even the largest struggle.
Also, something that's also crazy that you can hear in his production is that, like, it doesn't feel like he's repeated or like copy and pasted anything. Like, I know he's obviously copy and pasting some, but like he gives the feeling of like a new piece of production, a new addition to it. Every time a new verse, a new hook comes in, it feels different every time in the beat. And that is something that really adds an extra layer to a production, to an album, to a song. Like, I think if he wasn't doing that, this album would be so much more lackluster. But that is one of the small things that makes it, not even small, big things that makes it so amazing.
I want a ghost, don't need heaven. I fantasize over purgatory. Invest, so now my money makes money. It's working for me. They just bring bounds to distractions. Explaining how to be happy, louder than words. I can hear them over the sound of their actions. Calculate hourly rates. Guilt when I'm having to break. This world don't take what you have if they see that you have what it takes. And that puts you back in your place, no matter how highly regarded. You're not content, you ending up in the line where you started. And all these sacrifices can't take them back. I fucked up way too many connections. I shouldn't be so okay with that, but I'm okay with dirt on my name. If it helps to make it last, I pray for that. I need my credit before the fade to black. Yeah. So we gon' work until it work out. So we gon' work until it work, 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 until it work.
That ending was amazing. That big build up to the end feels very gospel-esque and like powerful at the end, with that last verse being a lot more about his own mentality, about people, you know, difficult things to talk about, and how, you know, he built that up at the end.
Oh, we got different life plans, I know.
I'm figuring this song, since it's got Guapdad on it, maybe not like necessarily a banger, but, you know, some kind of vibey, more upbeat song of some kind.
Trying to do what I can, so don't go. I just made 25 bands, but that shit don't mean nothing to you. I got a lot of the time to invest, I'm more trusted in you.
Very interesting right off the bat. The way this, like, production fits, yet also contrasts, like, what he's doing is really cool. Yeah.
Everything changed in my life, now I got some adjusting to do. Everyone needs some shit from me, I always got something to prove. Oh no. Sorry, I had a little episode. Brand new season with the same old show.
Those ad-libs, there aren't even ad-libs because they aren't pitched back, they're in the main line, but those ad-lib style things he's doing are making this so much sauce here. I love those. Love those.
Just the sound of the bubble. Don't look now, if you ever look down, then you're bound for the trouble. I feel like I'm trying to find a way to fucking drown in a puddle. Head underwater, but the sound is a muffled. 4 showers a day, time to inspire me. I'm sorry to the earth, my fault entirely. I never meant to use your resources to cope with my existential anxieties. My bad, making deals now when they all wanna give me 5 like a white dad. Life is moving too fast, feeling like a time lapse, feeling like it's 8-bit, looking like it's IMAX. I know I gotta really walk away. Off the stage, the applause don't really wanna stay. I just wanna make them all happy. I'm a people pleaser. I just made 45 bands, but that shit don't mean nothing to you. I'm running out of this time to invest, can I trust it with you? Yeah, everything changed in my life, I still got some adjusting to do. I wanna be by your side when I'm with you, there's nothing to prove. Yeah, we got different life plans, I know. Trying to do what I can, so don't go.
Okay, before we get to Guap Dad, so far everything is really cool. I love the first verse. I really, really enjoyed that. A different vibe from what he's done previously in this, which is one of the best things about this album. So many switch-ups and different vibes of songs, and even different genres of songs. But that was a different vibe, but it still felt very saucy, felt very Quadeca-esque in a way, a weird roundabout way. And was just really fire, honestly. I just like that a lot.
Do what I can, so don't go.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, you would look up to me, put all your trust in me, hello. Ooh, instead uncomfortably hate us so subtly, it's fucking up my little mellow. Ooh, I just made 45K in 1 day and 2 hours of work, but you still unimpressed. You probably went to pool parties and called all these rappers, they first nigga fuck you a mess. Hellcat scattered like Billy Teeth, go like the ticket, I gave it a gap, stopping that pussy.
Guap Dad was perfect for this song, and you somehow made something I didn't think you were gonna make while still having it be the perfect vibe for him.
First nigga fuck you a mess. Hellcat scattered like Billy Teeth, go like the ticket, I gave it a gap, stopping that pussy, did a really should get in the slap top, but it's cold, ain't no kissy, are you kidding me? I really try to keep the peace for the energy, nostalgia, you're better off memory. I was never trying to make you an enemy, but were you even listening when I said
I just made 100 bands, but that shit don't mean nothing to you. I don't got time to invest, so you gotta find something to do. Yeah, everything changed in my life, so I had to adjust with a new. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake, maybe there's something to prove. We got different life plans, I know.
Okay, this song is cool. I do wish Guap Dad's feature was a little better, because, as I said previously, I really wanted something amazing from both of these artists that I really enjoy on this project, but I like that one better than IDK's. I did enjoy that feature.
Trying to do what I can, so don't
Violence, I don't even know what 808, like compressed cathedral 808s. Okay, string strumming that ukulele. That's what I'm pretty sure is.
I'm not made for a solo, I said. And I needed a long time to learn it.
I like how he has sprinkled different like messages that are like, you know, voice samples throughout this thing, and he's throughout the project, and he's kind of sprinkled them throughout different songs. And also something that I've started to notice is how he has sprinkled what sounds like people from different places, but giving, you know, a similar message spread throughout it to kind of give us a feeling of like unity. Oops. Alright, on to, I believe, what is another interlude. Yes. And then after that, we go all the way through to the end. Once again, the way he plays with those vocals, awesome, awesome. This fits kind of hard, not gonna lie. I don't know about the men's, like Fantana was saying, but that like sweater and those pants kind of hard.
I want you back here. Oh, life will never be the same as last year. I think something must have closed me and swallowed the key.
We've heard this before, haven't we? I don't remember where, because this was not a single released. When did this come out? Anyway, though, I like this a lot. Has a very somber, but still like full choral gospel feel to it.
Now I'm standing right here.
That's cool. That little
Wait in the
glitchy
middle of
sound.
the night here. In the stars sometimes I see you. You see me too. You don't know who I am. No matter how much you think you do. No matter how much you think you feel. No matter how much I try to explain. Something's gonna take
everything away. Total breakout of everything for a little bit and then came back in. Very impactful.
and nothing's to blame. Write a few songs and hope they don't come true. Right a few wrongs and hope they all undo. Lock your river in a cage and act surprised when it all falls through. I want you back here. Oh, life will never be the same as last year. I think something must have closed me. Swallow.
The way that got louder and like panned out to surround me was awesome in the headphones.
I think something must have closed me. Swallow the key.
That big dynamic change that came in. Don't want to miss this little sample here, but that big dynamic change that came in like filled everything up. Awesome.
Only then could the real work begin, finding the new route and fixing the rope for it. Progress on some days was down to 100 feet. The ice ridge was proving tougher than anyone had expected.
Ooh, what is this song gonna be like? Already, this is such a weird word to use, but this is kind of like a smooth, like suave beat in a way. I don't know, it feels very like what's the word, like blues almost in a way. Like it's not I wouldn't say this is like an actual blues beat because it's not like in the right BPM, but it has that kind of feel to it, that, you know, smooth folk blues feel.
The ridge was proving tougher than anyone had expected.
Especially as the more instruments start to come in. That's cool, yeah, that arpeggiating scale going all the way up, I believe. Could be wrong about that.
And it's all a game. I'm the only one who else should have your name. Fall in love until it's not the same. If you lose me, don't you take the blame.
Kind of weird Post Malone almost vibes with it, like full on singing, but like has some interesting stylistic choices in it, which is cool.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, it's much easier.
Okay, so that was the intro. That was a cool intro. Let's see how things continue on from here.
When it's all said and done, it's much easier done than said. All I see is blue when you leaving it all on red. I don't wanna talk through it, I already got through it. So stop asking me if I need a moment again. I need a moment alone, but I've seen some moments extend. I'd rather sabotage my heart than to see it broken again. So self-sabotage. Everything I'm hiding is the reason that I camouflage. Cause would I still be in the picture if we had to turn the
way the beat like purposefully is like overpowering him there for a little bit, like getting louder than his vocals, was really cool.
again? spent. I need a moment alone, but I've seen some moments extend. I'd rather sabotage my heart than to see it broken again. So
that like chain shaking noise?
self-sabotage. Everything I'm hiding is the
Yo, I gotta pause myself, dog. I literally did this. Pause, bro. Like chain shaking noise. Big pause on myself. Let's continue.
reason that I camouflage. Cause would I still be in the picture if we had to turn the cameras off? Put my hands together and pray that I'd get some damn applause. It's unlikely. Notice the more that I put myself down, the more everybody like me. So I'll never win. You, me, them, I want fucking everything. And once I get it, I know that I won't feel like anything. It'll be the same as before. I don't want to play.
That's the mentality, my guy. He was talking about how everyone loves him more when he's humble, but he wants everything. And that's the mentality you gotta have in this world that has been built for us, this really capitalist world. I don't know where I'm going with this, but like this world where only people who push themselves to get there succeed, because you have to push someone else down to succeed. So what you gotta do is just shoot your ass forward. Go, bruh. Go.
This game anymore. It is all a game.
This chorus.
I'm the only one who else should have your name. Fall in love until it's not the same. If you love.
Those vocals are really nice and full, especially in the lower first part of the chorus, not the falsetto part. They're really nice and full. They sound really fulfilling to the ear.
Don't you take the blame.
And the bits of like reverb and effects on them that slow it down and pull the note out really add to it as well. Okay.
I just hit refresh again.
I like that as well.
Maybe this time it's gonna change. Sitting here and clicking buttons like it's all a fucking game. I'll admit that I'm insecure.
Before we get to this, which is very cool, I don't know how I feel about that big like slam coming in. I like that we went from like really stripped back, sound like he's far away, singing to the mic. That was very cool. And then we came in with this big like boom back in. I wish maybe we did something different there, or maybe it was a little smaller, something a little different, because that feels like we've had that before in this project. That little.
I'll admit that I'm insecure like my fucking track. Sometimes I say I love you just so I can hear it back.
This flow is like singy, upbeat flow is really cool though. Love it.
Insecure like my fucking track. Sometimes I say I love you just so I can hear it back. Maybe that makes me fucking toxic. I've been on the same shit. I've been so obnoxious. Passing through the matrix since we left for college. I gotta be patient. I don't see you often.
This verse is like high key hard. This is hard.
At least we can FaceTime, hold you when we have a chat. Forgot how you feel, I got accustomed to the shattered glass. Yeah, 1,000 miles from home, made me feel like we're together even when we're all alone. I'm ungrateful, why the fuck do I complain? My subconscious always hit me prematurely with the shame. I'm alive, I've been looking for a dead end, thinking it'll keep me safe. But if I stop being afraid to lose, there won't even fucking be it again.
Once again, he's been talking about success, about life, like really basic struggles of life in a really relatable yet exaggerated way to where it's hitting really naturally. Like what he's saying here, I mean, that's just true. I think everyone feels that sometime in their life, all these things that he's been saying.
It is all a game.
You can't not relate to that.
I'm the only one who else should have your name. Fall in love until it's not the same. If you lose me, don't you take the blame.
song. Alright. This is Where'd You Go? We know this one. Very cool visual here.
I'm like, where'd you go?
This song is really weird where I expect in my brain, I just see like him going like bang, 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 like with his arm jumping up and down with the crazy shots he had with the OG music video, and we just see him slowly walking out to sit on this stump in the middle of this field. And it's like, what? My brain's very confused.
I came in this shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again.
I think I do want to say, you can see, or not, you can hear the difference in like Where'd You Go, Alone Together, and like some of the other songs, and like when he's made them by how impressive they sound. Like you can tell he did not make It's All a Game the same time he made Where You Go. You can just tell that, because it's so much more impressive. There's so much more going on with it. Even though personally I enjoy Where'd You Go, like I think it's a good song. Like I would listen to it again. It's an enjoyable song. It's just like it can't compare artistically to the last song or many songs on this. They're just so much more impressive as an artistic piece.
Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking think about the past again. Yeah, no matter where I go, I'm not fitting in. Back in my class, I left on my track since I was a little kid.
Random, but I also hope Quad, I don't want him to become like Kendrick, where he's just spending so much time to create which is crazy thing to say, like that's such high praise, but I don't want him to become like Kendrick in that he's spending so much time to create these amazing projects that it takes him like way too long to put them out, and we're just waiting forever. I'd rather have them put out a shorter, maybe a tiny bit less rough. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'd rather wait. I'm just sad I don't want to have to wait. Basically, though, this album so far, I just want to say, has really impressed me. So much time must have been put into every one of these songs, especially the ones made more recently. Songs like the last one, songs like these songs, Burning Bridges, People Pleaser, Work. So many of these songs, so impressive.
Me wanting to quit, I was all alone cause I ain't following this shit. And I look how ironic it is cause they followed the kid and I ain't even following shit. Back in the mix, I'm in the game now. The industry think I'm a gimmick, they laugh at me, it's all the same now. So I'ma clap my hands, a perpetual misfit. Numbers get big, my math skills simplistic. Watch them all cry, I'm low-key sadistic. Blink 3 times, I'm like, where'd you go? I came in this shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again. Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking think about the past again.
I do want to say, what's carrying this song for me and why I like these fast flows compared to some other ones is, one, the delivery. The like charisma in his delivery is something that you can't mimic and that only certain songs can have. That charisma is carrying the song along with the ad-libs as well. The ad-libs are great.
Yeah, I earned so many stripes, I'm on my zebra shit. I'm trying to stop myself from killing you bitches, I'm on my Peter shit. You can't stop me, you just tweet a bit. You can't stop me, how many times should I repeat this shit? Congrats on your 5% royalty check. I get more streams than you without the editorial press, without selling my career to fucking corporate heads. So when they ask how much I get, I say 100%.
And you about to get 100% of a massive bag when this album drops, dog. We all gonna support you so much.
And as a kid it made me think I was different. Thank God for that, cause I wouldn't be shit if they didn't. I asked everybody, are you gonna go the distance? I just heard no and no and no, like Simon Cowell in the show's decisions. So maybe I'm better off not being fucking accepted. Every line they presented I went across. Told me there wasn't a lane, so I built me a plane and I got in and headed off. They can't see me through the clouds, they look around and they like, where'd you go? I came in this shit out of nowhere, yeah, I didn't mean to scare you, bro. Used to look around, they like, where he go? Now they see me everywhere, they like, there he go. Back again, every track running laps again. Same old me with the same old dreams, but I'll never fucking
Alright, next. We have Summit Part 1 and Part 2. These songs combined, and they are parted, as in there's a Part 1 and a Part 2, are 8 minutes together, and they are the final 2 songs on the album. So let's see what happens with these, and I'm going to look at these as a whole product of a song. Also, we've totally changed where we are here. We're on the beach now. Very interesting. Oh, okay. We go back to it, but here we're, I think at least this look. No. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Actually, no, I'm definitely wrong. But this is still the snow, but this is such a more, I don't know, like warm landscape. Does that make sense? Like it's such a like warmer, happier looking landscape than a lot of previous ones. This feels very warm looking at this. Even though it's literally freezing there, I'm sure he's freezing his ass off.
We all got some fucking mountains of our own, shouting at the ground that's down below. Shoes plowing through the snow where all the flowers used to grow.
Once again, kind of almost gospel-y vibes with it. Very cool. And once again, like very fulfilling choirs in the beat, and like the cathedral-y feel of it is nice.
In my surroundings, I'm a speck, somehow I'm out into the hall. And in these moments, I never felt both so small and larger than life. Thinking to myself, just don't fall from the largest of heights. And
Okay, like that.
Looking at the summit. They say we're halfway there, I think we're halfway from it. It's been the longest run, path has been a rocky one. Happy I got my foot out the door, but it was a revolving one. Imposter syndrome kicking in, my thoughts don't wanna stand still. Thinking how am I a born white man who was fucking standstill, while my whole generation's fucking lonely and depressed, with a world that's getting colder and repressed. Like we're supposed to reach this quota for success without saying a fucking word.
He's going crazy on the conscious lyrical shit right now. He's talking to me.
The syndrome kicking in, my thoughts don't wanna stand still. Thinking how am I a born white man who was fucking standstill, while my whole generation's fucking lonely and depressed, with a world that's getting colder and repressed. Like we're supposed to reach this quota for success without saying a fucking word. If life's a test, it doesn't seem like it's graded on a fucking curve. So now I'm moving on, move along, tied up and my shoes are wrong. Got more conspiracy.
Whoa. We move from like some gospel, you know, light, nice little beat, to this like smooth ass. I'm trying to hit a move to this beat right now.
For how I did it, them fucking QAnon. And look at who I'm proving wrong. Me and my bolder group on. They still don't shamefully listen pretentiously on my newest song. And I'll never please everyone. Had to come to terms with that. Feeling like I'm never done. I'm still trying to work on that, cause I'm still looking at the summit. They say we're halfway there, I think we halfway from it.
Hey!
And you,
that little pause was beautiful. You say we halfway there, I think we halfway. Pause from it. Not that pause was really well timed.
We're halfway there, I think we halfway from it.
Hey.
And you were there for me when I swallowed it. Thank God that it was you that shared the key, and I will cherish all that time way more than you could ever see. Wasn't fair how I relied on how much you accepted me, cause I know you got mountains of your own. I gotta help you climb, and I feel guilty I spent all this time trying to work through mine, thinking about how perfect it gets, arguing about whether TikTokers deserve their success. This time you deserve the best, and I know.
That's funny, dog. That's funny. But quick lesson about life from Jonas here, real quick, from a rose. It's important to have people around you who you can rely on, but it's also important to have yourself built up separately to where you can need them, but they shouldn't be your only crutch. And part of that is so when they need you, you can be there for them.
These days.
Also, you shouldn't rely on other people's thoughts to be your fulfillment of yourself. That's insanely difficult to come to terms with. As in, like, you shouldn't think this X thing, this outfit, this whatever I'm doing is great because other people are liking it. It is because I like it. And that's really difficult as a person to understand.
It's just aren't those days. But honestly, these days still hits on most days. Cause I love you, but I see it in a different view. When you're away,
Run it back a bit.
gotta help you climb, and I feel guilty. I spent all this time trying to work the mind, thinking about how perfect it gets, arguing about whether TikTokers deserve the success. It's time you deserve it the best, and I know these days just aren't those days. But honestly, these days still hits on most days. Cause I love you, but I see it in a different view. When you're away, the memories play in a different hue, to convince me I fell in love with a different you. But no matter how long distance, I know that shit just isn't true. Because we're
He's had a few different times he's talked about long distance relationships in this song. I'm wondering if he's had personal experiences with this, if he's in one, like why he chose to talk about this. Because, I mean, that is obviously an issue, but not as big as some of the other issues he's talked about here.
still looking for the summit. They say we're halfway there. I think we're halfway from it. Hey.
We're not even close to the next song yet. What I do want to say is Quadeca always knows when he's done too much of something or when he's done too little of something. I never feel like, even if I've disliked something, I never feel like we've lingered too far on one thing. And that's incredible as a musician. It never feels like we're lingering on any part of a song. And that is great because it's always going to keep people entertained the whole time. The nice layers. Harmonies. None of these like melodic lines we had were very dark, but we opened from kind of like a normal melodic line to this really bright chord there. Here. Continue the piano. I bet he played that himself. Incredible. The top of the mountain in these last two shots, as they're called, summit, obviously. Nice little basic flip on it there. Cool. Summit part 2. We continue the same beat from the end of the last song. Little piano keys back and forth. Shot, obviously. Your butt must have been cold sitting there for well, it is. I don't think this is real time that long, but your butt must have been cold. Yeah, you can see it slowed down. love how long that played out for. That felt so nice. Had that piano playing out for so long. That was really comfortable. I love the kind of light wailing, sounds like wind in the background. It fits this shot perfectly. And then along with that, we have this beautiful somber vocals, really calm. Whoa, okay. Did not expect that.
A tam tę samotność, którą wybiera sam z własnej woli,
Ooh, finally for the end.
jak coś złego.
We've had people saying this in many different
Zaakceptowana, to jest ten
accents,
moment,
but
w
now it's not
którym
even in
można
English
być tam i
anymore.
się cieszyć nawet tą
Incredible.
samotnością. A tym bardziej cieszyć się również powrotem do ludzi.
So we've had these Easter eggs almost of this sprinkled throughout the whole thing. At the end, we have it's said in a totally different language. Let's pause it. Okay. Quick thoughts. Okay. Just this should give you a total idea of how I feel about this project. I think now this might sound insane, but I mean, while I have listened to a good amount of rap and a good amount of albums, you know, I haven't listened to every album. I'm not Fantano. I've heard a lot, but not that many. I would say this is the greatest album I've ever heard from an independent artist as a whole project. Like, if you look at this as a project, a complete project as a whole, I think this is the greatest album that I've ever heard from an independent artist. And the greatest album I've heard to come out of any YouTube rapper. Just, I'm very, very impressed by this. Everything, even if I didn't like certain things, I don't think there's something that I think is actually wrong that he did. He's just generally impressed me immensely by how incredible this is. Jesus Christ, yeah. I think you guys understood from my breakdown throughout the album, my thoughts on it, but I really like this project a lot. There's a lot of songs that I'd personally like to listen to again so I can get a better opinion on them. But overall, just very impressed by what he's been able to do. And just, Quadeca is becoming to me like one of those people who I feel like I could never reach to. He's done so much for this, so impressive, so much time, so much energy. Like, there are people who I feel like I could get to the position they're in. Like, it's possible for me. I don't feel like I could ever be Quadeca. I don't think that's possible. He's done too much. He's too impressive at this point. Like, I couldn't do. He played like 8 instruments for this album. He had to learn all kinds of musical theory and stuff for each of those instruments. Had to play them. Must have took so long for the production on so many of these tracks. I mean, yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the album. I hope this recording looked pretty good, as that was my goal with this darker setup. And I suppose I'll see you guys later. Peace.